As of this video, it has been a year and a half since the first demo of Pokemon Rusted Bronze was released. And let's see here. Holy sh! 10 months since the last devlog. Well, let's get straight into this. Before jumping in, a little context for the new people. This is Pokemon Rusted Bronze, my remake of Pokemon Brick Bronze. I am recreating the experience in RPG Maker using the Pokemon Essentials toolkit. Now, here's the crown jewel that you've been waiting for. Welcome to Anthian City. Anthian City is in the sky, and it serves as the capital for the Roria region. It is by far the largest city in the game, with a total of 5 different areas. This has been the greatest undertaking so far, with so many unique sprites for buildings, shops, and restaurants. Some even with their own mechanics, such as gambling with Dave & Buster's. So let's start where you first arrive, the housing district. You immediately have the museum to your left and the golden Pokeball to your right. And up further ahead, you'll see the 2 apartment options. There's also a dumpster where you could encounter Trubbish every Tuesday, just like the original. The mechanics of apartments and the arcade haven't been made yet, but I do have plans on how to go about them. For the apartments, I'm going to take the mechanics from the secret bases in Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Those are the closest I could get to achieving the apartment system in 2D. For the arcade, this will be trickier, as I have to replicate Flappy Bird, Whack-A-Mole, and Snake, and all those other arcade games essentially from scratch. But I also want to bring back the casino element, so roulette's coming back to Pokemon, baby! Onwards to the shopping district, the central part connecting all the other districts. This was the hardest district to make due to translating the perspective into 2D, and just the sheer amount of unique buildings to make. I haven't done most of the interiors yet, just the main shops, which I'll get into right now. The stone shop carries all the evolutionary stones, gems, and most of the mega stones, which are expensive as Pokeball Emporium includes every Pokeball from the original game, plus some extra ones from the PRB version. The Repeat Ball, Timer Ball, Nest Ball, and the Heal Ball. And then there's the Rorian Braviary, the character customization hub. You can now switch to the Hoenn style, giving the protagonist Brendan's cap or Maze Bow, depending on the gender. Might add some more outfits in the future. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Let's talk about the hoverboard. This is still pretty early in development. The challenge of creating hoverboard sprites for the player is that the board can't be too big in the Gen 3 pixel aesthetic. For some of the extra skins, like the Rotom board, it will be pretty challenging to recreate. The mechanic is a bike reskin. It acts the same way as the bike in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. That's essentially what the hoverboard was in the original Brick Bronze anyway. Now, to differentiate hoverboards from bikes, there will be some unique mechanics. You know those grind rails from Pokemon X and Y that you could hop on with rollerblades? Well, they're back. Not just because they're rad as hell, but because they give the hoverboard some actual exploration utility. Moving on to the Battle District, this is where you'll find the Anthian Gym, the Battle Frontier entrance, the plane runway, and some cool plane statues. Not much to say here, just another area really. It does contain a unique Poké Center building, which is pretty cool, I guess. There's no 4th gym yet, still working on the layout, puzzle, and leader, but it's coming in the next devlog, and it'll be pretty similar to the original. The Park District is pretty much completed. It contains the Eclipse ship, where Jake gets abducted by the professor. There's spoilers, but I don't think anyone who knows the games cares about that. And after that, Mega Evolution will be available, which I'm sure everyone is looking forward to. There's also a cozy gazebo with lanterns that glow at night. I did it for a little more aesthetic. I especially enjoy making these pretty areas. Then from the opposite of that, we have the sewers, where you'll travel with Tess as your partner. The general structure and main tiles are done. It's mostly just detailed work left with some machinery and more gunk. Shout out to Avian Trainer for the sludge graphics. Ignore that, guys. We're at the Trade Resort. This used to act as the trading hub for online players in the original Brick Bronze. Since online functionality isn't available in Rusted Bronze, I thought, why not use it to balance out availability? So now, instead of catching a Pick-a-Peck in the Lost Islands, where it's basically useless by the time you get there, the Trade Resort gives you early access to Pokemon through in-game trades. Right now there are 2 NPCs, one that trades Picky-Peck for a Pidgey, and another inside the resort trades a Mudbray for a Rhyhorn. People were saying the second gym is too hard if you start with the grass type, and you don't have enough early options to counter fire types, which sounds like a huge skill issue to be honest. Just grab a Meryl from Route 4, easy peasy. So a tradable Mudbray is my solution to the options complaint. Also, the event Pokemon I was scared from the previous demo will be available here through some secret unlock methods. If you have any suggestions on what Pokemon Gens 1 through 7 should be available in the Trade Resort, leave down a comment. Story progress is up to Route 10, including the Absol cutscene. Now for some minor visual updates. Grove of Dreams got a full graphical overhaul. Every tree has its own sprite now, and the area is filled with more foliage. Fortulos Manor interior also got a facelift. New custom tiles to make the place feel more haunted, but still high class. You could also obtain Litwick the same way from the original, where every candle has a 10% chance to be purple when entering the building. This was simple enough to do with just basic events. The vast majority of these new sprites throughout the video are thanks to the artist Yellow Man. Absolute legend. I completely forgot to mention this, but new protagonists are also made. They're based off the Roblox characters, the Bacon Hare and the Acorn Hare. So yeah, whoops. So, as you could probably tell, there still needs to be a lot done for Anthian City. The arcade, the apartments, the story progression, a lot of the interiors for shops, and just a few more touch-ups in general. So here's the plan. This video is called Devlog number 1. This means that there will be a Devlog number 2 coming this summer, hopefully by July. In the meantime, I got my work cut out for me. If you want more news on these updates, or have questions or suggestions, join the Discord server, link is in the description. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more certified hood classics. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.